I'm called Patrick Wire. I work with the Center for Conflict Resolution, SICO, as a project coordinator for a project called Building Peace through Young Adult Peace Champions, Phase 2. The project is about preventing possible re-radicalization of youth and young adults. It looks at youth and young adults who are in post-conflict communities, and we target mainly these people who were engaged, many of them actively, in armed violence. So the purpose is to make them and prevent them from sliding back into the kind of violence in which they were. So we have situations, for example, in Karamoja, that is characterized by armed violence, cattle rustling, a lot of injuries, and then the youth and young adults have been seen to be at the center as perpetrators.
So that's why I wanted to know how the situation was. Let me ask another somebody.
Oh, mi ako kito. Chama ora wano ya wuro pepe inkan meneno kana me kichie. Oh, baraka me o du ko yunu tie ye tie ti pingi ka eno neno ya ta megen no titere. Ana geno no besge. No bedi ye. Angera mutu. Ane kar manu tilum. No pero da wichi lum maya. Rompen lum kucha yini timu nya pala. Ka ko bin ngai ngal ne ha ko. Pere bala shawa. Kare ka chon na me ana tie cha. Ana bero kana. Dangka tia be ya kian lo kita tawani. Nek dok chale ta bine wa.
We had this long war problem in northern Uganda, one of Konyi rebels were there, there were camps around, and many people suffered. The girls were raped, there were cases of fistula, there were cases of people who were truly heart trauma.
So we came together as a group to reach out to the community, because in this area there's a lot of violence around us.
The project has had a number of interventions, and in all these interventions we put the target groups at the center of project implementation to ensure ownership of the target groups and ownership of the community, and being at the center in terms of decision-making processes. We had trainings in conflict transformation and peace building, trainings in connectors for peace. These are income-generating activities, but they don't only bring in income, but also create platforms to be able to connect these youth and communities together for sustainable development. And then we had trainings in trauma healing, because this is something we had missed last year. But out of the lessons learned, we realized that trauma healing is a very important aspect for this project because of the horrific traumatic experiences these young adults went through. And then we're able to provide them with the kind of materials to support them, to boost the IT connectors for peace. And then after that, now we are able to link them to markets.
And now we are very happy. SECO has come in. They have really helped us. Though we are doing the saving, but on the other side, they have made us to get the oxygen in near season to come. We are going to invest out of that. What we are going to get from these animals, or the oxygen that they have given us, we are going to plow back into our account of saving.
We have catering, we have drama that goes together with the outside catering. We have cake baking, and then we have decoration. Not only that, alongside this, the coming of the coming of SICO, giving us the catering equipment. We do wine making. As you're seeing there, we have a sample of wine, and the whole thing, we have it within the shelter.
Mio dong tie dong dokabo be chắc cái duyệt mẹ rio dong siku ta chắc có tuno kani unu tikiro kwete unu tutimo ginoro eri gino nu te mo cha gufu wa nu pengo pete duong eri ni be go kita me gino me wane o me dong yang mo ta ma te mo o unu tikere bongs biera biro chani dong en siku me de wadang mi wa piera abi ta ko me moro mi do tikere totally dong mi li piera bi.
The groups have realized a number of achievements, and these achievements are 3 levels. One, at individual level, where the youth have been able to transform themselves, transform their mindset and attitude, and that is always the beginning step for conflict transformation and sustainable peace. We see impact at group level. Groups, for example, in Kabong, for example, Sokodu, this champions group, has so far in a period of around 6 months reached out and convinced 30 warriors to be able to abandon the bush and come and join the peace group. And they are part of the group now doing sensitizations, saying, I was this and I am this. I was a champion of violence, I'm a champion of peace. Another level of impact is at community level, because there is now a bond, a good working relationship between these youth who had been looked at as perpetrators. Now they are being looked at as peace builders, as peace champions, as connectors for peace, and they are even called upon when there are conflicts in communities to come and address them.
Making shoes. Kirango nire ikel kede material sikin jamo keno mengo mete boran nyong bagro kede kirango amiri shat kede.
Then another thing that we have also got from the group through SECO is about the issue of trauma healing. For sure, some of us, if you could just read from our faces, you could even see that we suffered. In fact, we are victims of the war.
At the China, Carmela, we point both your seco. I mean, junior Recana Tamachadunga, me other China Patama, Berukumadum, each a yom, Quarrica Tamachon, Peratama, a man of I mean, Anna being Archela Medotizongo, Tager could die a killer. Then got to make one junior or I would have mother or mother junior and no.
Lot of one war, you are no Jadon, Tia Bero, Tino, Tia Aboro, Menuja Para, Mahachela, one wing your pole from a polar carran. Pianomia, Kito. A Romo, Kodumir ticket a money, a Gugima do a coin. Omeo Tima Chonia, it is don't look any. Petime ba Kitamono, Cano, to Beba, one a dani. They don't go your temo. They don't make cocoa. Get a day, yeah, me dano water to the toilet we are. They don't know. Nehatati in the room, one would go on. Put the holes, do a rare day, Ginuki and for Potemo. For Potemo.
Yeah, the project has had tremendous success, but this is a drop in the ocean. You see, Uganda is virtually all post-conflict. And we are only able to reach out to a few. Even in the districts where we are only able to reach out to a few and not all. But it has succeeded to the extent that it has now become a model of youth empowerment when it comes to peace building and livelihood. And those who have replicated have also achieved good results in their respective communities.
This champion, this Champion!